let me ask you this. Is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander the new face of the NBA, considering he just won the scoring title, the MVP, the finals MVP, the finals, 68 games? Is he now the face of the league?
I would say for now. And it could be for the next, what is it, June? Until October. Yeah. And then we'll see what happens again. He's got to do it again. To become the face of the NBA, you have to at least be close to doing that consistently year after year. So until October, he's the face. But
I don't think he is. I don't think he's the face at all. Maybe again, if he wins 1 or 2 or 3 more, he will be. But it's still LeBron, it's still Curry, it's still Durant. And those are the 3 faces of the league, the old guys. Yeah. And I don't really know why it is. I mean, I think Anthony Edwards is closer to being the face of the league than Shai. And this comes back to my point about Duncan and just personality being taken into account. Shai is boring. Shai has no personality. Maybe he has one that we don't know about, that he hasn't shown us. Maybe he'll develop one. He's straight up boring. And I think to be like the best basketball player, the GOAT of your era, you have to have an edge. And I think maybe that is part of the reason that Steph isn't really looked at as the GOAT of his era, because he's nice. He's nice. Shai is nice. Yeah. LeBron's kind of nice. Kobe was not nice. Jordan was not nice.
Yeah.
Not nice.
And that's true. And that's where the killer thing comes from. And that plays a part, though.
Yeah, but right? I mean, like, to me, Curry's a killer on the court. He's just nice off the court. And people just can't separate that. Shai is a killer on the court, but off the court,
it's different, though. I think with Shai, he's, from what I see, he's not demanding anything out of his teammates necessarily, whereas Kobe and Jordan absolutely did. Some of the stories,
you need a guy yelling and clapping in guys' face. That's part of it.
Not necessarily yelling, but just demanding. However they do it. It could be soft. It could be speaking in monotone, quietly, but it has to be the demanding of, you need to elevate with me.
PrizePicks will give you $50 when you play your first $5 lineup. Win or lose, you'll get $50 for playing. Use promo code COHN, COHN, and download the app now.
Like, that's not going to be tolerated, right? I think Steph, honestly, and I like Steph a lot. I have him way up there, a lot higher than a lot of people. But I think Steph actually speaks through Draymond, and that's why he likes Draymond. He lets Draymond do that for him. Like the Kaminga thing. Kaminga stopped playing this last year, and you watch the game. I can show you the exact moment when his minutes were cut. The ball was being swung around and hit Kaminga, and it stopped. Steph Curry was wide open to his left. Kaminga didn't swing the ball, and he started doing some ISO BS. All you saw was Steph do this, threw up his arm, walked down the other side of the court. After that moment, Kaminga never played again. But I don't think Steph, the difference, Jordan, Kobe, would have gotten Kaminga's face right there and said, hey, dude, give me the damn ball. Steph didn't do that. Instead, I think Draymond and Steve Kerr are the messengers. And I think that's the difference.
Again, this is just, to me, purely a basketball thing. Like, to go to that level of context and anecdotal evidence to explain why one player is better than another is purely basketball. But you know what? I defer. You're a basketball coach. I'm a football guy. It's strange to me. It's like,
it's different.
Baseball
is more independent. Baseball is very independent, right? Football is the ultimate team sport. And you're also masked up, helmet up. Basketball is 5-on-5. It's very personal.
Let me ask you this. Nikola Jokic. He's pretty boring. He doesn't really. No, I've seen him be kind of talkative in a huddle before.
Yeah.
But he's kind of just going out there and putting up incredible stats.
Yeah.
Is he not in the run for GOAT? I mean, his numbers say he's in the running for GOAT all time.
Numbers, again, I try to stay away from numbers. Numbers are part of it. It's not all of it. I think leadership is huge in basketball. Like, your leadership means everything in basketball. As a coach, you want that guy. You want that guy that's a coach on the court. That's why Draymond is even valuable at all. and he oversteps his boundaries a lot of the time and does too much, and people don't want to play with him. But as a coach, you want Draymond to turn it down a little bit, but you want those players on the court. You want a coach on the court, and that's what Jordan and Kobe were. And yeah, I mean, if he wants to be considered, I think that's part of it. That's completely part of playing basketball.
You could say they were coaches on the court, or you could say they were maniacal ball hogs. I'm sorry, I'm being a jerk right now. But it's like the thing with Kobe and Jordan is like there was pressure on their teammates. It's like, all right, you better have a good freaking reason not to pass me the ball. You better have a good freaking reason not to pass me. That was always the attitude with Kobe and Jordan. Like, I will take 40 shots tonight if you let me. So don't get in my way. Or if you do, you better be freaking hot tonight. And I feel like, yeah, that's a good thing to be as a teammate, but I don't know. I kind of would prefer to play with someone like Curry, who's actually trying to get you involved and not trying to compete with you for your, like Kobe couldn't have played with Durant, but Curry could.
Well, let me ask you this. Is trying to get someone involved more important than winning?
I mean, there's a lot of ways to win.
If getting people involved ultimately means you're winning championships because of it, fantastic.
Yeah.
If getting people involved means you're losing, who cares?
But I feel like with Kobe, like his volume shooting didn't necessarily lead to winning. Like he needed to be paired with a very specific second guy, a big man who could create his own shot at a high efficiency level, because Kobe's not going to set up anyone particularly well. It's not his game. He sets himself up. So, and he shoots a low percentage because he's so committed to long twos. So if you give him Shaq, who's going to lead the league in field goal percentage every year, it works. If you give him Gasol, who's like, a poor man's Tim Duncan on offense, it works. Because Gasol, you just give him the ball in the high post, the low post, he'll go to work on his own. He doesn't need Kobe to run a pick and roll or anything like that. It worked, but I think that's why when Kobe didn't have that, when it was him and Lamar Odom, like they sucked.
Lamar Odom sucks, though.
Lamar Odom didn't suck.
Compared to Gasol and Shaq?
He needed a point guard to set him up. He couldn't play in an offense where it was like, all right, now it's your turn to do it all on your own. Kobe's going to take the possession off. Go ahead, Lamar. Like, yeah, it wasn't that good.
Kobe did. Shaq's easiest buckets he ever got in his life were when he played with Kobe.
I mean, yeah, but like you're still feeding him in the low post. Anyone can do that.
Lob City. That's the real Lob City, not the Clippers.
The one against Portland?
I mean, all of them. They're like, you attack the basket and his help comes off, and now he's wide open, and you just lob him the ball. Like Shaq's easiest buckets came when he played with Kobe, no doubt.
I mean, Tracy McGrady could have done that. Allen Iverson could have done that. I mean, I feel like Kobe was really in the right place at the right time.
Possibly, but I'll say this. Shaq and Kobe didn't have the best relationship. Part of it was because how aggressive Kobe was mentally. But if you ask Shaq who's the best player of all time after Jordan, he says Kobe.
It's this guy. Joseph For Real says, great show. Love the discussion to start. We lose solidarity when fear in politics is involved. All cultures have beauty and toxicity. Leaders filter. And then I don't understand the apostrophe M. Filter them. Sean, 99 cents. Thank you, Sean. BNA East. BNA, established 1988, says, what's fear? Brave people get smoked too. Sean says, I think true fans can tell a player's greatness in spite of the presence of a Hall of Fame. We all knew Pippen was great in spite of MJ. Olajuwon was a better player than Duncan, but Duncan has the resume. Yeah, Olajuwon might have been a better player than Duncan. It's true.
I look at him different, though, too, right? Like Olajuwon, in my time, Shaq and Olajuwon, 1-2. I don't put Duncan as power forward to me.
Yeah. Agree. For the first half of his career, he's a power forward. Yeah. Yes, Kobe is most all defense by a guard. Interesting. Daddy Drew says, I live here in OKC. 405 SJ is the face. Okay. Sean says, LeBron's legacy is a created player in a soft NBA that popularized flopping. LeBron can't elevate anyone. Great players get 12 points out of a 4-point teammates. Think Leonidas on the court.
Let me ask you this, Grant.
Oh, never-ending debate.
I forgot I got an appointment.
Sorry about that.
But real quick, if there's rumors LeBron wants to get traded to a competitor, if that's true and if that happens, how freaking soft is that? I'm sorry, but that's like, bro, you're 40, dude.
I agree with that, dude. The criticism of LeBron is real, man. Like, you always run from criticism. You always blame your teammates. It's never your, like, he really is a bad leader, in my opinion, man. Like, very efficient, but like, dude, it's always one of your teammates' fault. And they know it. And that's why they don't want to play with you, man. That's why Kyrie left. There is something weird and toxic about him. He's got a little bit of Aaron Rodgers in him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's just not. He ain't got the dog in him, brother. He's not Kobe and Shaq. He's not Kobe and Jordan, man. He's just not.
And like, you could say Curry doesn't have that dog in him or whatever, but like, people want to play with Curry, dude. People want to. He's a good teammate. He always blames himself. He never does that shit LeBron does. He didn't run to 8 different teams. He stayed with the Warriors, who suck before him and are going to suck after he leaves.
Yeah, agreed.
Ryan, thank you for giving me your time. I'm sorry for holding you. Thanks, everyone. And I'll be back.
4-Man Front's on my show tomorrow, and then I'm doing a bunch of new things on my channel, so go subscribe and make sure you tune in tomorrow at 4:45 with everybody.
Yeah, Ryan's channel is evolving more than anyone else's channel, definitely more than mine. And Ryan's really found his voice. He's always had it, but on YouTube now, he's very, very confident in what he's doing. It's you should subscribe, because it's bigger than football. He's got a lot of like life wisdom that I frankly don't have. So I think you should go check it out.
Appreciate you, man.
Hell yeah.